Even normal remarks here, back again with another video, back again with another Oculus Go latest releases. It's another week, it's another 5 releases, 4 free, 2 of those free ones are demos, so it's always good to be able to test things out before you buy them. And that's the idea behind these videos. I do these every single week, so when we get some new releases, I check them out, hopefully saving you some time, effort and potentially money, and kind of give you a little mini overview of each of the new apps and releases each week. This week's video is sponsored by Veer, so thank you once again Veer for sponsoring this video. If you didn't know what Veer is, it's a really cool app on your Oculus Go that you can download, and it contains a metric ton of user generated VR content, so 360, 3D, VR 180 video content, thousands of videos. They also have premium content, so they're always looking for and sourcing sort of really good quality sort of content for you guys to enjoy. So a lot of it comes for free, but they've started to introduce some paid content. As I say, Veer's got a lot of free content on there, and a lot of it is premium as well. So Brobots is one of those examples. That's a 360 3D 4K video, sort of series of videos. There's a few episodes to it, and it's a fun watch. A couple of kind of detective robots trying to solve a crime, a little bit of comedy in there, and really well done. And as you can see, this is all in 3D, and it's pretty smart and definitely well worth the time and effort for viewing it. So check out Brobots, and from their paid releases, you can get Shennong Taste of Illusion, and it's a pretty cool sort of 10-minute 360 3D animated movie. So you're basically kind of following this guy as he kind of eats things he probably shouldn't do, and I think he probably ends up tripping about all the stuff that's going on here. But it's a fascinating sort of video to watch, very well done. What I would suggest you do is, it seems that initially when I sort of booted up, it's kind of back to front. So if you click your trigger button, you can recenter your view with this button in the middle here. So if you do find that it's behind you and you want to kind of bring it back round, make sure you click that button and you can recenter it. So put yourself any which way you want in the 360 sphere. And for a 10-minute sort of mini animated movie, it's actually pretty cool. It's almost sort of like Pixar-esque, and definitely gets a thumbs up, and one you should check out if you fancy spending a couple of quid. And it's nice to see that Veer are sort of investing their time and effort to kind of bring these sort of videos, you know, to the platform for us, so we can watch them nice and easily on their sort of really convenient app. So well done with that, Veer. So as I say, the video is sponsored by Veer, so if you want to help support the channel, make sure you download the app for free. But let's check out this week's new releases. So first up, we have CrashCourse by Teach-Aids, and this is actually a really good and really clever sort of 360 3D video. The only caveat to this is, I say, it's free, it doesn't cost you anything, but it's 3.7 gig, and you have to download the whole thing in one go. But it's really well done. You start off with a sort of first person view, so almost VR 180 view inside a football helmet, so American football helmet. This is all really good quality, sound is good. Most of the sound comes out of the left ear, to be fair, but it still sounds good. And it gives you kind of an interactive experience about getting concussions and, you know, how bad they really are, what you should do if you get one. You should take time out, you should see a doctor, and it's really, really well done. And what I would say is, if you do download this, I think it's worth a watch anyway. Make sure you stay to the end, because there's a little sort of behind the scenes outtakes bit at the very end, so it gets a big thumbs up. The quality of it is really good. Obviously just make sure you've got 3.7 gig space on your Oculus Go to be able to watch it. But very clever. I like what they've done here. Really, really well done. And as I say, make sure you stay tuned to the end. Next up, we have our only pay release this week. So this is Escape Now the Icons. So this is it Tariq Mohammed, I believe the guy's name is. He's basically done sort of 6 little sort of tours of various places in the world. So Brooklyn, New York, Washington DC, London, Italy, Florence and Rome, Paris, and the Great Pyramids of Egypt. And they range from about 3 to 5 or 6 minutes long. It's got a weird sort of control system. You kind of use your head to kind of look up and down, and then use your trigger to select them. Being from England, the London commentary was a bit funny. London is home to royalty, prestige, Cheerios and top of the morning across the city. Remnants of its imperial past still exist. I don't know anybody who says top of the morning. we're not like 1920s or something anymore. I can't imagine anyone says top of the morning to anyone, but it's quite funny. But we can have a look at this one. You can stream or download them. So what that does mean is that the initial download is quite small, and then you just download them if you want to. But I would say the streaming quality seems to be okay. If you give it a second to pop in, there you go. I'd say that's probably as bad as good as it probably can get. You've got Tariq giving you a little bit of commentary about what's going on. I like to play the Spot the Treat game. I think he's over there. Yeah, there he is. So that's my favourite game when I'm watching this. There he is over there. But I don't know. It's 3 minutes or 5 minutes long, sort of each one. Is it worth your money? Well, I guess it's up to you. I mean, they're 360 videos, not 3D. They're decent quality, not amazing. But, you know, his commentary, a bit of information about it, I don't know. It's, what, £2.30 or $3, €3? It gets a bit of to a thumbs up, because I think if you're into this sort of thing, it's actually quite nice to show people. You can probably show your family. I'm sure some of the elder relatives will probably quite enjoy this as well. So there definitely is some value here, and there's obviously gone for a bit of effort to put this together. But I think, personally, maybe not worth the money for me, but I think for some people it probably would be. So, you know, you take your view, whether you think sort of 6 3-minute videos are worth your money or not. Next up we have an apple about William Saroyan. And I'll be honest, I had to kind of look this guy up, but I checked him out, and he's an Armenian-American novelist, playwright and short story writer. He was awarded the Pulitzer Prize for Drama in 1940, amongst other stuff. So basically what you get yourself is kind of his house, essentially. You've got 3 videos, which are 360-degree 3D videos. I assume they're kind of related, but it's hard to kind of tell. But we'll jump in his house to have a little look. So you get his house, you basically kind of click to move forward. Can I move forward? Yep. Slowly. Oh, there you go. And then you get some commentary about what's going on. Actually, you just press. You just touch to go forward. Don't press. But as you go around the house, you can kind of see different things to click on, and it gives you a bit more information about it. It doesn't look very good. It looks very pixelated. Needs some anti-aliasing. It's a bit hard to look at in places. But I think if you're kind of interested in this guy, I'll be honest, I never heard of him before. You might be interested. You can click on these different things and get more information. If you press back, you can go back into these videos. And as I say, they're very low quality, but they are 3D 360, which I always like a good bit of 3D. But that is super low quality. I don't know if how it looks for you. Yeah, it looks about low quality to you as well, but at least it's still 3D, so I kind of think that's kind of nice. But, you know, it's free. I'd say it's worth a little download, a little check out. A bit of an odd one, but obviously if you're into this guy and maybe you're doing something at school or college or something about it, then I guess it's obviously going to be worth a download. So, yeah, why not? Next up we have the first of our demos, which is Voyage EX. I think the full game is £1.50 or a couple of dollars, a couple of euros. But it's a kind of interesting game. I remember playing it back when it first came out, and it was a bit of fun. And I don't think I'm sure it must have got a thumbs up, because it is good fun. An interesting concept, and does look and play quite well. So you basically kind of click to go forward at any point. You point to go that way, the direction you want to move, and you're basically initially looking for a gun. Oh, and you can turn with swiping on the touchpad. So if you want to kind of turn, you just swipe. And the control system works quite well. I find it works quite well. It's not too sort of action-paced oriented, so it's kind of easy to control. There we go. We'll grab the little Minecraft gun that you get. Carry on. And there are creatures to shoot. There are traps and sort of puzzles to solve. All light stuff, nothing too complicated, but the demo's a good kind of representation of what's involved. Oh, actually, I think we're going to go this way first, I think. So it's definitely kind of worth giving a go. Where do we go? I can't remember. Through here? Oh yeah, we've got to shoot this over here. And I'm terrible at shooting. I think we'll go back through again. And the demo is definitely worth a go. There's no reason why not to give the demo a quick whirl. And as I say, the controls work quite well. It's quite relaxing, a little bit of soft sort of puzzling. Shoot the targets. Oh, I didn't stand on the platform. But I don't know whether they've improved the graphics or not since I remember playing it last time, because it looks a little bit, I don't know whether it looks crisper or not. It seems like it's, you know, just looks nice and crisp. Like we've got to get across here now, turn around, there's a panel there to shoot. There we go, this goes down, that goes down, we get across. So it's kind of light puzzling and definitely a bit of fun. And for a free demo, I think you get the first sort of 2 or 3 levels maybe to play through. And then if you like it, obviously, absolutely grab the full game. So, thumbs up. Next up, we have the demo of Tripeaks Dreamland VR. I believe the full game is the same price as the other one, so £1.50 or a couple of dollars. By default, all the sounds and everything are turned off. In-game music sounds a little bit copyrighted in, so I'm going to keep that off. But you do have to enter your name in the options before you can even play. But you can change the graphics quality and a few other things in here. You get the first couple of levels for free, but it's basically solitaire. I've done both of them already. And I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest solitaire fan. It's not the most exciting game in the world. But I find with this game, all I have to do is just keep clicking on the different cards until I can't click anymore, then I click for a new card. I know that's not how you're meant to play solitaire, but it works like that with this, and it doesn't penalise you for it, so why not? So it's kind of cheating. I'm not sure what you get out of the full game. Well, obviously what you get out of the full game is more levels to play, so if you do like solitaire and you want to kind of play a lot of solitaire, I'm sure that you think about this for yourself. There is that other solitaire game, what's it called? But it's got multiplayer in it. I'll leave a link to that down below. That's probably better to get rather than this, because at least you can play with some friends or something like that, rather than just on your own randomly pressing buttons on the screen like I'm doing here, because I'm just kind of cheating really, because it doesn't really make any difference. 9, I mean I can kind of play it properly I guess. 7, no, Joker, I'm going to do a 5, and we can just keep going. So it gets a bit of a thumbs down, although it is free. I just don't see the point in the game. As I say, you can just keep clicking and playing, but you know, I guess if you played it properly, then you know maybe you get some enjoyment out of it, and maybe it's a thumbs up for you. But for me, it gets a bit of a thumbs down. It just doesn't interest me. But if it interests you, give it a go. So there we go. That's this week's 5 new releases. Nothing kind of stand out amazing there, I'd say. Sort of Wrong Voyage is something I've looked at before. Probably a recommendation. I think the best recommendation this week of what you should probably grab out of those. CrashCourse was kind of interesting as well. If you've got the space on your Oculus Go, give that a download. But as I say, always let me know what you think about them down below. Did I save you some time and money? Let me know. I'm really active in the comments down below, so I'll be really interested to hear your thoughts. Thanks once again to Veer for sponsoring this video. I do like the Veer app. I have used it a lot, and pretty much one of the sort of must-have apps I would probably recommend, honestly, on your Oculus Go. So do support the channel and do give that app a download as well. It's absolutely free, doesn't cost you any money, and there's a lot of free content on there to be able to enjoy, as well as some paid stuff. So you know, check it out. It doesn't hurt. Hope you found this video useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. That's fine. I'm big enough and ugly enough to take it. And I still had Tripeaks Dreamland on my go there, making all sorts of noises. But as I was saying, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. I'm big enough and ugly enough to take it if you didn't like it. But do let me know in the comments down below why you didn't like it. I'll try and do better for next time. Have a virtual high five.